everyone, I'm JD from Willowbound Journals, and today I have some vintage fabric to share with you. And these are vintage sheets that I got from a vintage place here in Bowen where I live. And there's three different types, as you can see, and what I love is they've all got different textures and different thicknesses, but they all feel like vintage linens. I love the feel of vintage linens. This one is the thinnest one, feels almost more like a cotton, but you can still feel that texture of the linen. This one is a medium thickness. I really like the thickness of this one. And then this one is quite a bit thicker. It almost feels like a blanket rather than a sheet, and very textured. Sort of feels like flannel pajamas. I'm not sure of the names of particular fabrics, but yeah, they've all three different weights and feels to them, but love it. Anyway, so these ones, I don't have as many of this one. I think I've only got 3 pieces. And basically I cut this one so there's enough either for like a front cover and the inner cover. Sorry, not the front cover, the outer cover and the inner on the inside, or depending on how large your journal is, just a front cover, and then you can use a different fabric for the inner lining. With the other pieces, the other 2, they are quite large, so there's actually enough for 2 journals, so it probably won't be able to see it all on screen, but it folds out like this, and then it folds out again, so double that again. So how I would use it, I would cut that in half. There's a front cover, sorry, no, I keep saying front cover. There's an outer cover, the inner lining, and then the other side, outer cover, inner lining as well. So you get quite a decent amount of this particular fabric. And I'll show you the other. This one's gorgeous with the beautiful purple flowers. This one is so sweet too. I really love the delicate flowers of this one, more of the subtle colors. This is quite bright and solid. This one's a bit more subtle, and I love it as well. So this one has blue and pink flowers, and again you can cut it in half. Actually, there are 3 different sizes, so this one you could get like a front, I keep saying that, outer cover and inner cover. If you're doing a smaller journal, you could probably cut it in half and make it into 2 journals. Just depends how large your journals are that you make. And yeah, that is beautiful. I love all 3. I have actually kept some for myself in all 3 of these fabrics, so I will be making journal covers out of all 3 of them, and perhaps I'll do a little journal making series in the new year, how I make journals out of these. But just as an example, I have already turned this fabric into some journal covers. So you can see I've got the outer cover, and then I've used the same fabric for the inner cover, but I might mix and match. I might like do this as the outer cover, that in the inside, or this as the outer cover and that on the inside. And you can kind of, I tend to go plainer as well. Like I'll just do like a solid purple maybe for the inside, or a solid green. So it doesn't have to necessarily be the same fabric on the outside that is on the inside. And I got another one here, different sizes. So this one's got a narrower spine, this one's thicker, as you can see. And just depending on your piece of fabric, you might have some that's brighter or a bit fainter, because they are pre-loved. This one actually has a pocket on the front, like a little tuck spot there. So I made 3 already. I have got those all prepared, and next year I will have fun filling those up. And I'm still yet to make the journal covers out of this fabric. So yeah, if you're interested, let me know. Maybe I'll make it as a patron series where I do one of my start to finish journal making series, showing how I make a journal out of the fabric, the vintage beautiful fabric. So these are available in my Etsy shop if you're interested in picking up some vintage linen fabric. Excuse my voice. And I've been putting these fabrics as well, some of the offcuts, into the mystery packs and with freebies as part of my orders, but these ones I set aside for actually making covers out of them. But of course you can use them to make anything else, not just covers. You can make fabric tags, you can cut them up to make pockets, cut them to make spines. These will be great for spines of altered books, like little golden books. You can turn them into ruffles. I mean, so many ways you can use them, but I did cut them into particular sizes for covers, and for the particular covers that I use, or the sizes that I use, this size, that's how I sort of arranged them. So I laid out this cover and then cut around it to make sure you have enough to, at least to make this size cover. So yeah, if you're interested, if you have trouble finding vintage fabric where you are, or vintage linens where you are, then yeah, I love being able to source these things and keep some for me, of course, but also when there's a lot, be able to share them with you. So yeah, check out my Etsy. The link is down below in the description box, and I hope you have fun using this fabric and perhaps following along with me making your own journal with this fabric. And if you ever do, make journals out of anything from my shop, I would love to see photos. So feel free to share anytime, like on Instagram or in the Facebook group page for Willow Bound Journals. Always love seeing what you do. Sometimes people will send me photos of the journals that I've made and how they've all filled it up, or they do a flip through of it for me. It's like so exciting. I love seeing how people use my creations or the things that I source. So anyway, thank you for watching and I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys. A huge thank you to my beautiful patrons who supported me in the month of October. I appreciate you so much. You allow me to do what I do here on YouTube, making journals, teaching journaling courses, and running workshops. If you would like to support Willow Bound Journals, you can become a patron by clicking the link down below in the description box, or you can also support my channel by becoming a member of my channel by clicking the join button. So that is where you get access to member videos, and all patrons also get access to member videos over on my Patreon. Patrons also get access to the journal making videos as well as printables each month, and the Ruby patrons get access to every single printable kit in my Etsy. There are mail tiers as well where I send goodies to you in the mail. So hopefully there is something for everyone who would like to support Willow Bound Journals.